Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a really important topic that affects millions of people, often without them even knowing it. High blood pressure. You might think you're eating healthy, but some everyday foods could be secretly pushing your numbers up. We're going to uncover 5 surprising culprits that might be hiding in your kitchen right now. Stick around, because this information could be a game changer for your health. So, what exactly is high blood pressure, or hypertension? Think of it like this. Your blood vessels are like hoses, and your blood is the water flowing through them. Blood pressure is the force of that water pushing against the walls of the hoses. If that pressure is consistently too high, it puts a strain on your heart and blood vessels. Over time, this can lead to serious problems like heart disease, stroke, and kidney issues. That's why managing it is so crucial. One of the biggest players in blood pressure is sodium. We all know that salty foods are a no-go, but sodium is a master of disguise. It hides in places you'd least expect, and that's what we're focusing on today. We're going to look past the obvious salt shaker and expose the hidden sources. Ready to be surprised? Let's get into our first food. All right, kicking off our list at number 1, canned soups. I know. They're convenient, they're comforting, and they seem like a quick, easy meal, especially on a cold day. But here's the shocker. A single serving of many popular canned soups can contain over half of your recommended daily sodium intake. Sometimes it's even more than that. Manufacturers load them up with salt to enhance the flavor and act as a preservative, extending their shelf life. You might be slurping down a bowl of chicken noodle or tomato soup, thinking you're making a healthy choice, but you could be getting a massive dose of sodium without even realizing it. This influx of sodium makes your body hold on to extra water to dilute it, which increases the volume of blood in your bloodstream and, you guessed it, raises your blood pressure. So next time you're in the soup aisle, make sure to read the label carefully and look for low sodium or no salt added versions. Or even better, try making your own delicious soup at home, where you control the ingredients. Moving on to our second surprising food, bread and rolls. This one catches a lot of people off guard. Bread doesn't taste particularly salty, right? Well, while a single slice might not seem like a big deal, the sodium adds up incredibly fast, especially if you're eating bread with multiple meals a day. Think about it. Toast for breakfast, a sandwich for lunch, a roll with dinner. It's a staple in many diets. The reason there's so much sodium in bread is that salt is essential to the baking process. It controls the yeast, strengthens the gluten, and adds to the flavor. But because we eat so much of it, bread can become one of the top sources of sodium in our diets without us ever suspecting it. A single slice of some types of white bread can have over 150 milligrams of sodium. 2 slices for a sandwich, and you're already at over 300 milligrams before you've even added any fillings. So, what can you do? Look for whole grain options that are specifically labeled as low sodium, and be mindful of your portion sizes. It's all about awareness. Okay, let's talk about number 3 on our list, and this one is a big one. Processed deli meats and cured meats. We're talking about things like ham, turkey slices, salami, bacon, and sausages. These are lunchbox favorites and breakfast staples for so many of us, but they are absolutely packed with sodium. The process of curing meat involves using large amounts of salt to draw out moisture, which preserves the meat and prevents bacteria from growing. This is an ancient technique, but it means the final product is incredibly high in sodium. For example, just a couple of thin slices of deli ham can have nearly a quarter of your daily sodium limit. And let's be honest, who stops at just 2 slices? When you build a sandwich with a generous pile of turkey or salami, you could easily be consuming over 1,000 milligrams of sodium in one meal. The same goes for bacon and sausages with your morning eggs. Instead of prepackaged, processed meats, consider using leftover roasted chicken or turkey that you've cooked yourself. You get all the flavor with a fraction of the salt. Now for number 4, and it's a bit of a tricky one, condiments and sauces. Think about all the things you add to your food to give it that extra kick of flavor. Ketchup, soy sauce, salad dressing, barbecue sauce, mustard, the list goes on. These are often the unsung heroes of a meal, but they can be secret sodium bombs. Soy sauce is a major offender. Just 1 tablespoon can contain nearly 1,000 milligrams of sodium, which is almost half of your daily recommended amount. Ketchup isn't far behind, with both sugar and salt being key ingredients. And those creamy salad dressings, they might seem innocent, but they can be loaded with sodium to enhance their taste and shelf life. It's so easy to pour them on without thinking, but those small additions accumulate throughout the day and can have a huge impact on your blood pressure. The solution here is to become a label detective. Opt for low-sodium versions whenever possible. You can also get creative and make your own dressings and marinades using herbs, spices, vinegar, and lemon juice for flavor instead of salt. Finally, we've reached number 5. And this one might be the most surprising of all. Certain dairy products, specifically cottage cheese and some processed cheeses. Cottage cheese is often hailed as a health food. It's high in protein, low in fat, and very filling. But did you know that salt is added to cottage cheese for flavor and to act as a preservative? A single 1-cup serving can contain over 700 milligrams of sodium, which is a significant chunk of your daily allowance. It's a classic case of a health halo food that has a hidden downside. Similarly, processed cheeses, like American cheese slices or cheese spreads, are engineered for a smooth, meltable texture and long shelf life, and that process involves a lot of sodium. While natural hard cheeses like Swiss or mozzarella are generally lower in sodium, those convenient, individually wrapped slices can be surprisingly high. As always, the key is to check the nutrition facts. Look for low sodium or no salt added cottage cheese. And when it comes to cheese, sometimes less is more. Enjoying a smaller portion of a flavorful natural cheese is a much better option. So there you have it. 5 everyday foods that could be quietly working against your efforts to maintain healthy blood pressure. To recap, we have canned soups, bread and rolls, processed deli meats, condiments and sauces, and even some dairy products like cottage cheese. The common thread here is hidden sodium, often found in processed and packaged foods where we least expect it. The good news is that with a little bit of knowledge, and by paying more attention to nutrition labels, you can make smarter choices and take control of your sodium intake. Cooking more meals at home from scratch, using fresh ingredients is always the best strategy. It doesn't have to be complicated. Simple swaps can make a huge difference. Remember, managing blood pressure is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about building sustainable, healthy habits over time. If you're concerned about your blood pressure, it's always best to talk to a doctor or a registered dietitian. They can give you personalized advice for your specific health needs. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from this information. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay healthy.